What up everyone, James here, and I've got a question for you. Do you guys like generous free VPNs? I love generous free VPNs, and if you do too, ProtonVPN might be exactly what the doctor prescribed. As one of the only free VPNs out there with an unlimited bandwidth plan, ProtonVPN is sure to catch the attention of many a budget VPN user out there. Proton's free offering also serves as a stepping stone to their affordable to higher end premium subscriptions. Those are where the plans really start to shine. So for those out there contemplating what the paid service is like in comparison to the VPN's free offering, we've got you covered with this review. So to kick things off, we'll be looking at ProtonVPN's pricing structure and tiers. Unlike a lot of the more popular VPNs that give you the same features in any tier, Proton works differently in that each subscription bump adds additional features to the VPN. So essentially, you're pretty much paying for features as you need them. With that in mind, there are 4 different subscription plans. The aforementioned free plan, a basic plan at $4 a month and billed at $48 a year. Their Plus plan at $8 a month and billed at $96 a year. And their priciest option is the Visionary plan that will run you $24 a month, billed at $288 a year. Keep in mind, for the paid subscriptions, the prices that I listed are all billed annually. You may opt to pay monthly for each service at the cost of slightly higher monthly premiums at $5 for the basic plan, $10 for the Plus, and $30 for the Visionary plan. All plans have a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you hop onto the ProtonVPN sign-up page, you'll be able to view a comparison chart of the different plans and features. Now, obviously the big question here is, how does the free version compare to the paid subscriptions? Well, the biggest difference is the amount of countries you have available to you, or in other words, the amount of VPN regions that you're realistically able to connect to. The free version offers access to 3 countries, while the basic plans and beyond give you access to all 42 countries within Proton's service. You're also limited to medium speeds with the free version, while the paid subscription offers the highest speeds. There's some debate as to whether or not ProtonVPN throttles data on the free version, but as they state on their website, the slower speeds are just due to the heavier server load. Because as you can imagine, with a service that gives you unlimited bandwidth, you'll more than likely have a lot of people giving the free VPN a run, or at least, a test run. On the top end of things, the Plus plan offers the greatest value in my opinion, with everything in the basic plan, plus advanced security features, the highest speeds, and Tor and SecureCore connectivity. SecureCore in itself is probably worth the cost of admission, as it's a layer of defense against network attacks by routing your traffic through multiple servers before leaving the ProtonVPN network, thus protecting your true IP address from anyone attempting to monitor your connection. With the Visionary plan, the only real feature bump you get over Plus is a Proton Mail Visionary account, which is Proton's proprietary encrypted email service. That, and you get the allowance for 10 simultaneous VPN connections. For the purpose of this review, we're not really going to be examining Proton Mail, so moving forward, what we'll really be looking at is the Plus subscription. So moving along to privacy and security, ProtonVPN is a Switzerland-based VPN service and thus protected by Swiss privacy legislation. And it also falls outside of US and EU jurisdiction. They have a no-logs policy that extends to all customers, including those on their free VPN offering. Interestingly enough to note, not only do ProtonVPN take great strides in the digital side of security, but the physical side of things as well. As stated on their website, ProtonVPN SecureCore servers are located in a former Swiss Army fallout shelter 1,000 meters below the surface. Similarly, their Icelandic and Swedish servers are also placed in extreme security measures, such as former military bases and underground data centers. So you can rest assured that not only is your data secure on a digital level, but on a hardware level as well. As far as WebRTC, DNS, and IP leak tests go, ProtonVPN was rock solid, never leaking any personal IP or DNS information, whilst tested on IP leak and DNSleaktest.com. As impressive as ProtonVPN's security measures are, the same unfortunately can't be said about their speeds. At least in our testing, we have definitely seen better speeds stateside and worldwide, and I'd like to preface this speed test segment by saying during these tests, we do try to benchmark these VPNs with minimal adjustments to network settings just to see how well the VPNs run right out of the box, or in this case, the installer. The exception to this rule was TorGuard, which not only required advanced network tweaking, but assistance from their support staff just to get it running properly. So that was kind of a yikes. However, in most cases, we've simply tested VPN straight out of the installers, and that's the exact approach we took with ProtonVPN. So For this test, we started with average benchmark speeds of 10 ping, 81.72 down, and 13.12 upload speeds. Starting with servers in the US, we tested in Arizona, Seattle, Chicago, and New York, an average 82 ping, 22.89 down, and 8.42 upload speeds. That's a 157% ping difference, a staggering 72% decrease in download speeds, and a 35.82% upload speed decrease. So yeah, those stateside speeds were incredibly rough, even on servers with lighter loads. Not only were they a lot slower than the majority of VPNs we've tested thus far, but also kind of erratic. One isolated test for Arizona yielded 12 megabytes down and 19 megabyte upload speeds. Then, in the subsequent tests, a 19.85 down and 9.35 upload speed. And then connecting to Chicago yielded an atrocious 3.96 download speed. This is some AOL dial-up speed we're talking about at this point. Worldwide speeds were a little more forgiving, and our combined tests for Brazil, Germany, Japan, and Singapore averaged 176 ping, 34.44 down, and 6.61 upload speeds. That is a 178% ping difference, a 57.86% decrease in download speed, and a 49.62% decrease in upload speeds. As I mentioned in previous reviews, VPN speed tests can be very volatile at times, and the speeds we experience in these tests aren't the end-all speeds and shouldn't define any particular VPN. They're just potential speeds that you could possibly experience, and even then, results may vary wildly. With that said, ProtonVPN speed tests were conducted right out of the box, most settings auto-configured from the get-go for best connectivity, much like every other VPN we tested, so I'm not really quite sure what went down there as far as speeds, but kind of just... So lastly, we'll be taking a look at ProtonVPN's UI and settings. Right off the bat, the UI reminds me of Spotify with its various shades of gray and that lime green aesthetic. This isn't a bad thing, however, and overall it's quite organized as far as VPNs go. Proton has a bird's eye view of the world map containing its servers, and also has a session traffic and speed graph. Basically, if NordVPN and IPVanish's UIs had a baby, as bizarre as that sounds, then ProtonVPN's UI would be the result. And I do want to say ProtonVPN's session traffic and speed graph situation is a lot cleaner looking than IPVanish's, at least in my opinion. And the best part is, if you don't need all this visual information, you could just tuck it away with the arrow icon and condense the entire Proton UI into a more slimmed down, streamlined version of itself. One thing to note is that if you are signed up for the Plus or Visionary plan, the SecureCore function is available to you to enable and disable as you see fit. Diving into the settings menu, which unfortunately is not self-contained within the app like Nord or Surfshark, but if anything, they're very minimal and easy to work with. The Advanced tab is where you'll be able to access some under the hood features, such as the kill switch and split tunneling. You can also enable or disable DNS or IPv6 leak protection, which are turned on by default. You're also able to customize and create VPN connection profiles for your favorite servers. The two they give you by default being fastest and random. So to wrap things up, in our testing, I think ProtonVPN comes off as one of those VPNs that forgoes speed for hyper security in the most extreme sense. The speeds definitely leave much to be desired compared to many of the other VPNs we've tested so far, but then again, how many VPNs out there can boast that they have their infrastructure in an old Swiss fallout shelter buried 1,000 meters below the ground? That aside though, for the price you're paying for Plus, there are definitely much faster VPNs out there, like Nord or Express, that obviously offer amazing speeds, but fantastic overall security as well. In most cases, I definitely recommend either service over ProtonVPN, but with that said, if ProtonVPN's combination of digital and physical hardware security is something that you find appealing, then by all means, give the free version a go, see if you like the service, and consider upgrading. If anything, with unlimited bandwidth and crazy secure physical servers, ProtonVPN is definitely my free VPN of choice. That does it for this VPN review. I hope you found it useful, and if you did, it'd be greatly appreciated if you could drop the video a thumbs up. Let us know in the comment section down below what other VPNs you'd like us to take a closer look at next, and if you haven't already done so, make sure to subscribe. Again, my name is James, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace!